The moment Bambi announced her pregnancy, the internet stopped. But for Lil Scrappy, its world shattered. It wasn't just the baby. It wasn't just that she moved on. It was that she did it so publicly, so effortlessly, and without ever telling. The man who once called her his wife, her protector, her forever. The post read, "Our rainbow can't wait to meet you." Fans were cheering. Likes were flooding in. Congratulations from reality stars rolled through. But backstage, in a dark car parked just outside the studio, Scrappy was crying. No cameras, no cast, no director yelling action. Just real broken emotion. "I gave her everything," he whispered. "Everything." And that's when we knew. This wasn't just another celebrity breakup. This was a man unraveling in real time while the world watched his family slip through his fingers. But Johnny, the heartbreak, it was just the beginning, because what Bambi did next left fans furious. And what Scrappy found out later changed everything. For years, Lil Scrappy and Bambi were the wild card couple of love and hip-hop Atlanta. They weren't the cleanest, they weren't the quietest, but they were real. Ride or die vibes, messy but magnetic. To people who tried over and over again to make it work. And at first, it really did seem like they were building something solid. Scrappy, known for his southern grit and emotional transparency, was finally stepping into fatherhood and maturity. And Bambi, the fiery, stunning nonsense queen who came into his life like a storm, was ready to match his energy. They got married, had kids, posted family photos that made fans believe in love again. But behind those carefully curated Instagram captions was tension. Constant tension. Arguments off camera. Silent treatment during filming. Whispers among the cast and crew that they barely spoke unless the cameras were on, according to one producer from LHHATL. They could go from laughing to full-on screaming in a span of minutes. There was real love there, but also real damage. Things took a turn after the birth of their third child. Bambi felt unsupported. Scrappy felt unappreciated. And resentment started growing like mold behind the scenes. One scene that never aired, according to insiders, showed Bambi breaking down backstage, screaming, "I don't want to be married to a man who loves the public more than he loves me." And Scrappy, he didn't say a word. He just stared, frozen, broken. You could feel something was cracking inside him that night. Fast forward a few months, and boom, the split. No huge announcement, no official press release. It's just a quiet unfollow, a wiped Instagram grid, and a few cryptic stories. Scrappy posted, "Some lessons break you so you can rebuild stronger." Bambi clapped back with, "I don't do half love. Either ride all the way or get out the car." And from that moment, it was on. Co-parenting started off civil. But then came the jealousy, the side eyes, the hidden shade. Scrappy was allegedly linked to a mystery model he flew out to Miami. Bambi was spotted laughing too hard with her male trainer in a now-deleted reel. The fans were watching every move. But here's the thing. Even though they were separated, Scrappy still had hope. Multiple sources close to him said he was actively trying to get her back. So he's still texting late night, still sending flowers to the house, still showing up to every birthday, every parent-teacher conference. Not because he had to, but because he couldn't fully let go. "That's still my family," he said in an off-record interview. "I ain't perfect, but I love that woman." And that's what made the pregnancy announcement hit so hard. Not only had Bambi moved on, she'd moved forward with a whole new life and left him behind, like he never existed. The baby bump wasn't just a bump, it was a bullet. And the man beside her in that picture, T.I.O. an Atlanta-based promoter who'd been seen hanging around her long before the divorce papers were filed. A close friend of Scrappy's even said he knew about Dude. He saw him in the background of her stories. But he never thought it was that deep. She swore it was just business. But now that business was having a baby. A baby that would grow up calling someone else daddy. And for a man like Scrappy who lives and breathes for his kids. That was a gut punch. Backstage at a LHHATL taping, Scrappy was caught pacing near his trailer. Phone in hand, jaw clenched, wiping his face over and over. A camera assistant later leaked audio from that moment. "I ain't even mad she moved on," he says. "But she couldn't even tell me. I had to find out like everybody else." That's foul. And the silence that followed was louder than any screaming match. The announcement, K, alone was enough to send Scrappy into emotional collapse. But the story didn't stop there. K, it was just heating up, right after Bambi posted her soft launch. "Baby bump," a voice note surfaced. A distorted 42-second clip that was leaked on a private Discord server and then instantly spread across X, TikTok, and Reddit. The voice. Bambi's, clear as day, emotional, flustered, and definitely not meant. "For public ears, I didn't think he'd find out like this. It was supposed to be private, but I'm not apologizing. Scrappy had his chance. Scrappy had his chance. Yo, what?" The clip ends with her whispering, "Besides, I don't even know if Tio the daddy for real." And that's what's really scary. Double quotes, boom. Fans lost their minds. Was Bambi admitting uncertainty about the father of her unborn child? And more importantly, was Scrappy still in the picture when this baby was conceived? The timeline suddenly got blurry. And that's when the real digging began. A gossip blogger known as @ThegerWithRecips dropped a Twitter thread that went viral instantly. She broke it all down with screenshots, alleged DMs, and insider tips from Bambi's former makeup artist. February, Scrappy and Bambi were still filming together. Flirty energy, on-set kisses. Scrappy allegedly stayed at her house for the kids. March, Bambi is spotted out with Tio, first seen at a hookah lounge in Buckhead. April, Scrappy posts a cryptic story. "You ever gave someone everything and they still looked for more?" May, Bambi announces the pregnancy. So wait, is the timeline overlapping? One alleged DM between Bambi and a friend read, "I didn't expect to be pregnant this soon." And it's complicated because Scrappin' trying to be all sweet lately. I'd gotta tell him. Scrappy's close friend and longtime collaborator Buck went on live after the leak and couldn't hold back. "Man, y'all don't even know the half. My bro been fighting demons." He didn't just lose a wife, he lost his peace, his trust, his vision for his family, and now all this. It's betrayal. But what made things worse? The baby registry a fan sent. In a screenshot of Bambi's private baby registry from a known Atlanta boutique, the name registered Bambi Johnson plus LR. LR Scrappy's legal name, Daryl Kevin Richardson. But fans pointed out his middle son's name starts with L. Was this a hidden nod to Scrappy? Or was it a coincidence? The internet split. In half the fans said, "She moved on. Let her live. Scrappy had his shot." The other half said, "No, she did him dirty. You don't ghost the father of your kids, then drop a pregnancy on Instagram." Meanwhile, Scrappy stayed silent. Not a word. Not a tweet. Not a shade post. But sources say he was spiraling behind the scenes. One insider told a blog, "He ain't eating. He's barely talking. You've been going through it heavy." A close friend of Scrappy's even allegedly leaked a voicemail he left after seeing the baby shower invite float around the industry. In the message, his voice cracks, "I don't care about none of the fame, man. I just wanted to raise my kids under one roof. I loved that woman. I prayed for her. And now she acting like I'm just some stranger off the street." Bro, this ain't reality TV anymore. This is real-life heartbreak. Then came the biggest twist of all. A secret paternity test. One messy blog dropped this exclusive. Sources say Bambi has already taken a paternity test. In secret, and it wasn't for Tio. Wait, hold on. If the test wasn't for Tio, Chazin said a word to Scrappy. Who else could it be? Reddit ran wild. Theories flew left and right. A producer on the show? Someone from Bambi's glam team? A castmate from Love and Hip? Hot Miami, who Bambi was seen diming with last fall. One name kept popping up in fan circles: Roddy, a camera op from season 10 who Bambi was seen getting cozy with. Behind the scenes during lunch breaks, but nothing's confirmed. And no one's talking, just when fans thought it couldn't get more chaotic. The love and hip-hop universe said watch this, because right after the paternity rumors began swirling, something even more explosive dropped. A leaked group chat posted anonymously on Reddit and then reshared by dozens of fan pages. The screenshots showed a private cast group for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 13. And in it, cast members laughing, mocking, and flat out dragging Scrappy behind his back. One message allegedly from Young Jock said, "Bro, crying on set again? Someone bring tissues to the reunion taping." Another message reportedly from Carly Redred. "He gave her everything but still ain't give her peace." That's the real problem. But the most brutal one? Someone in the group dropped a gif of a crying baby with the caption, "Scrappy, at home watching Bambi's baby bump grow, like, yo." The disrespect was unreal. And guess who liked the message in the chat? RASHEEDA.E. Rashida, the same one who once went on Couples Therapy with Scrappy and gave him advice during his darkest times. She didn't say a word in the chat. That spoke volumes. When fans caught wind, they flooded her comments. "Thought you were neutral? This ain't it. That man going through it for real. Rashida, fake for this TBH." Within hours, she turned off comments and deleted her latest post. Too late. The screenshots were everywhere. But that wasn't even the real shocker, because Erica Dixon, Scrappy's ex and mother of his oldest daughter, decided to enter the chat. Literally. She reposted a now deleted meme that read, "Karma ain't late. She just watches the show before she pulls up." And she captioned it, "Funny how roles reverse, huh?" Boom. Scrappy fans lost their minds. Erica haters came for her throat. And a third army of Bambi stans jumped in to defend her choices. Chaos. Total chaos. Then someone dug up an old unreleased reunion clip where Bambi confronted Erica about Scrappy. "You mad 'cause he chose me? Always been mad. Girl, he never chose you. He settled." Yo, these two have been at war for years behind the scenes. And this pregnancy saga just threw gas on the flames. Then came the next bombshell. Scrappy unfollowed multiple cast members. In one night, Rashida, Carly, Red, Kendra, even Spice, who had nothing to do with the drama, but had just posted a "congrats sis" under Bambi's baby pic. Clearly, Scrappy was done. His next story. A black screen with white letters. "Ain't no love in that building. It's cameras and clout. Y'all can have it." Within hours, blogs ran with the headline, "Scrappy quitting Love and Hip Hop after Bambi pregnancy drama." But insiders say that's not true yet. According to a source close to production, he's still under contract. But he's threatening to walk if the reunion gets too messy. He don't want this turned into some circus. The man is hurting, for real. And while all this was going down, Bambi stayed quiet. No interviews, no lives. No responses, just more pictures with her glowing baby bump, soft filters, and captions like, "Peace looks good on me, growing in grace." But the silence only made fans madder. One TikToker said, "Bambi gaslighting the world right now. She acting like she didn't emotionally assassinate this man?" Don't have to hate Bambi to admit she handled this cold. But then, something changed. Bambi posted a boomerang. Her, rubbing her belly, standing in front of a sign that said, "Baby Lavelle, due fall 2025 Lavelle." The name starts with L, just like Scrappy's voicemail had mentioned. Fans lost it all over. Again, wait, is Scrappy the dad after all? Lavelle? Wasn't that Scrappy's granddad name? Oh, she foul if that baby his, and she still ghosted him. And just when the theories started stacking up again, a fan sent in a video to a gossip blog, a clip of Scrappy filmed secretly at a studio session. He's pacing, emotional, venting to a producer. I was there the night she said she was late. She didn't say nothing after that. Next thing I know, she holding hands with dude and smiling for cameras. And I'm the crazy one. Was Bambi's pregnancy actually tied to Scrappy after all? Is that why she's been so quiet? And if it is his baby, why keep it a secret? The drama had already been explosive. But when the Love and Hip Hop reunion taping started filming, nobody expected what was about to go down from the start. Scrappy looked different. Not his usual flashy self. No chains, no grin. Just a hoodie, dark shades, and a storm behind his eyes. Producers reportedly asked him backstage if he wanted to talk about Bambi's pregnancy. His answer? I ain't got nothing to say unless she got something to admit. And then, just minutes before taping began, leaked hospital paperwork hit the blogs. A viewer sent it anonymously to @GossipHungry-Showing. A prenatal record with a blurred-out name but a clearly visible patient address that matched Bambi's. Old rental house with Scrappy. And get this, the expected conception date? 5 days after Bambi and Scrappy were last seen filming together at their kid's birthday party. Yo, the timing lines up. This baby might actually be his. But that's not all. A source inside the reunion taping dropped voice notes to a blogger later that night. And Johnny, it's insane. Bambi was asked by the host, do you want to clarify once and for all? Is Scrappy the father of your baby? She paused, looked at him, looked at the crowd, and said, nothing. And that silence, it broke Scrappy. You really gonna do this like that? All these cameras, please people, okay? And you can't just say, it. After all, I did for you. Then came the tears. Real ones. His voice cracked as he stood up. I gave you everything, and you gave me silence. The whole room went dead quiet. Not even Jock cracked a joke. Not even Spice threw shade. Scrappy took off his mic and walked straight off set. He never came back later that night. Producers tried to play it off in the trailer like a to-be-continued moment, but the fans, they already knew the truth. This wasn't just drama for views. This was a man watching his world crumble. On national TV. Then the final blow came from the most unexpected person, Sierra. Yes, that's Sierra from the Glam Shop. She did a live stream from her car the next day, spilling tea nobody saw coming. I told Bambi she was wrong for hiding it. I said, girl, if that man's the daddy, let him step up. But she was scared. Scared if she admitted it, people would call her messy. Said she didn't want to deal with the headlines. And just like that, the whole narrative flipped. This wasn't about moving on. This was about managing image. And in the process, Scrappy became collateral damage. Social media on fire, so Bambi played the whole peaceful mommy role while hiding her baby daddy. Scrappy didn't lose his family, he was pushed out of it. That reunion clip broke me. He really loved her. Even Rashida looked uncomfortable watching that go down. Industry reactions started flooding in too. Trina posted, "Heartbreak ain't entertainment. We've gotta do better." Erica Mena reposted the reunion clip with the caption, "This what silence does." Mendices commented under a blog, "He gone, bounce back stronger. Trust." And even T, I liked a post about the reunion walkout, prompting fans to believe he was Team Scrappy. 2. The dust hadn't even settled from Scrappy's emotional walkout at the reunion when the final bomb was dropped. And this time, it wasn't from a blog, it wasn't from a castmate. Came straight from Scrappy's phone. A voicemail, left at 2:18 a.m. from Bambi herself. And somehow, it leaked. Posted anonymously to a fan-run TikTok account. The audio shook the internet to its core. Bambi's single quotes S voice was low, shaken, emotional. I didn't know how to say it. I ain't mean for it to go this far. I wasn't ready for the world to twist it, or for you to think I moved on like that. But you do have the right to know. The baby might be yours. Might be yours. The clip ended before the rest of the message played, but fans didn't need the rest. That one line was enough to shatter everything. This whole time, she knew, and said nothing but wait. Johnny, we ain't done. Because literally 1 hour after the voicemail leak, another source came forward. A lab tech, allegedly working at the private clinic Bambi used for her prenatal visits, sent a message to a blogger. They didn't share the report, but they gave a number, 99.7% probability, the alleged father, Daryl Kevin Richardson, aka Lil Scrappy. Yo. She kept his own baby a secret, while the man cried on lives, while the world mocked him. While cast members giggled in group chats, she carried a child with his DNA and stayed silent. But here's the sickest part. Johnny. A message leaked from Bambi's own friend group chat. In it, she said, I didn't want the drama. If I told him, it would have been on the blogs in minutes. I just wanted one pregnancy to be about me, not him, bro. And now fans are furious. They're demanding Bambi release a public statement. They're calling for Love and Hip Hop to air the unedited reunion clip. They're flooding Scrappy's page with love and apologies. You didn't deserve this. She robbed you of time with your own child. The internet owes you an apology. But Scrappy, still silent. His last post, a single photo, him holding his daughter's hand, walking into the distance. No caption, no filter, just a man carrying the weight of a heartbreak we all saw unfold. But just when you thought that was the end, rumors swirl that Bambi may have left Atlanta. Bloggers report she's now in Miami, staying out of the spotlight, allegedly working on a healing and peace series for YouTube. A soft rebrand, a cover-up, or the beginning of another chapter? 'Cause here's the cliffhanger. Johnny. One final leak. A screenshot of a text message Bambi sent to an unknown contact. They think Scrappy's the problem. They don't know half the story. Wait till they find out about who else could have been the father. Wait, what? Another man? More secrets? Did Bambi manipulate everyone, including the audience, just to control the narrative? The truth? We don't know yet, but we're about to find out. This wasn't just another messy love and hip-hop storyline. This was betrayal in real time. A man gave his all, loved out loud, cried in silence on the world, watched him get blindsided by the woman he trusted most. And now? The one question that's breaking the internet: why did Bambi hide the truth? Why let Scrappy cry in the dark while carrying his child in secret? Was it fear? Was it shame? Was it shame? Or was there another man all along? Because if that final leak is real, it's far from over. And now we turn it over to you. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you think Bambi owes Scrappy a public apology? Scrappy? Still too soft on her? Or should he finally speak out? And if another man was in the mix, who do you think it was? The comment section is yours. The next video will feature your opinions, theories, and screenshots. So don't just watch, be a part of this saga. Like if you felt Scrappy's pain, subscribe so you don't miss the next leak. Okay, hit that bell because you know this ain't the end. And Johnny, trust me, something bigger is coming. The baby might be just one twist. But the DNA ain't the only secret Bambi's been hiding.